You did nothing wrong, yet you're the one apologizing again, right now. Somehow, every fight ends the exact same way, with your own apology. This isn't an accident, it's a calculated pattern narcissists use on you. Today, you'll learn why narcissists rarely apologize, because somehow you always do. It starts small. One comment, one raised eyebrow, one long, heavy silence. You feel the tension building, and instantly your brain starts searching blame. Somehow, that blame always lands squarely back onto your own two shoulders. Psychologists call this pattern DARVO: deny, attack, reverse victim, and the offender. The narcissist denies wrongdoing, attacks your character, then flips the entire script. Suddenly, you're not hurt anymore. You're the villain who caused this mess. Your mind scrambles, confused, searching desperately for what exactly you did wrong. Nothing fits because honestly, you probably didn't do anything wrong at all. But the silence feels unbearable, so you apologize, simply to end it. That apology isn't honesty, it's survival, a desperate bid for quick peace. Narcissists understand this instinctively, weaponizing your discomfort against your own good judgment. They know silence terrifies you more than admitting a fault never committed. So they simply wait, arms crossed, letting your anxiety do their work. This is called the fawn response, appeasing danger instead of fighting back. Your nervous system learned early that surrender feels far safer than conflict. Narcissists exploit that wiring perfectly, turning your own biology into their weapon. Every unnecessary apology teaches your brain that peace matters more than truth. Say sorry enough times and your brain rewires guilt as the default. You start apologizing before conversations even begin, bracing for imaginary future blame. This isn't weakness, it's conditioning, built slowly through repeated emotional manipulation tactics. Cognitive dissonance plays a massive role in why you keep accepting blame. Your brain hates holding two conflicting truths, that they're wrong, you're innocent. So it resolves the tension the easy way, by assuming you're guilty. Guilt feels more comfortable than facing that someone you love is manipulative. Admitting they're toxic threatens the entire relationship you spent years carefully building. Apologizing protects the relationship, even while it quietly destroys your own identity. Picture Emily, dating Jake for 3 years, always apologizing after his outbursts. Jake forgets their anniversary, then somehow convinces Emily that she planned wrong. Within minutes, Emily is apologizing for expecting him to remember something important. This happens daily in relationships, families, friendships, and toxic workplace environments too. A narcissistic parent blames their child for their own explosive angry reaction. A narcissistic boss blames employees for mistakes that were entirely their own. The pattern stays identical, only the setting and characters ever really change. Deny the behavior happened, attack your memory, reverse who actually caused harm. Over time, victims stop trusting their own perception of reality entirely, completely. This is gaslighting's quiet cousin, eroding confidence one small apology at once. Emily slowly stopped trusting her own memory, doubting every single conversation now. Did I overreact? Was I too sensitive? Am I really the problem? These questions loop endlessly, draining your mental energy and emotional resilience daily. Meanwhile, the narcissist never once questions their own behavior or its impact. They don't feel remorse, they feel inconvenienced by your temporary emotional resistance. Their goal was never resolution. Their goal was always regaining total control. An apology from you restores their power, proving compliance beats genuine confrontation. Their goal isn't proving you're wrong, it's making you doubt you're right. Every relationship becomes a silent power struggle disguised as ordinary daily conversation. You start walking on eggshells, calculating which words might trigger another episode. Spontaneity disappears, replaced by constant strategic thinking about their possible reactions today. This chronic vigilance exhausts your nervous system, leading toward anxiety and burnout. Emily checked every text 3 times, terrified of saying something slightly wrong. Your identity slowly dissolves, replaced by whoever keeps the narcissist comfortable enough. You forget your own preferences, opinions, and boundaries because they cause conflict. Friends notice you've changed, quieter, smaller, constantly seeking approval before speaking freely. They wonder where the confident person they knew years ago actually went. That person didn't disappear. They were slowly apologized into complete emotional silence. Breaking this cycle starts with recognizing the pattern the very moment happens. Notice when you're apologizing without any clear, specific reason you can name. Ask yourself honestly, did I actually cause harm, or am I uncomfortable? Discomfort is not evidence of guilt. Remember that distinction every single time. Practice pausing before responding, giving yourself space instead of reflexive, automatic apology. Silence is not agreement, and silence is not automatically your fault either. You're allowed to sit with tension without immediately rushing to resolve it. Narcissists hate this pause because it removes the leverage silence once gave. Start small. Delay one apology. Notice how the world doesn't actually end. Over time, that pause becomes a boundary, and boundaries confuse manipulative people. They'll escalate at first, testing whether the old pattern still works reliably. Stay steady. This escalation is proof your boundary is actually working correctly. Document specific incidents if you can. Dates, words, patterns, actual concrete details. This combats gaslighting by giving you external, undeniable proof of reality itself. Talk to people outside the relationship who can reflect reality back honestly to you. Isolation keeps this cycle alive, so connection becomes genuinely powerful medicine here. Therapy helps enormously, especially approaches addressing trauma bonding and codependent apology patterns. A good therapist helps rebuild the internal compass narcissists worked to break. You are allowed to disappoint someone without that meaning you did wrong. Other people's discomfort is not automatically your responsibility to immediately fix always. Real accountability comes from genuine reflection, never from fear or pure exhaustion. If sorry only follows silence or anger, ask yourself who actually benefits. Healthy relationships allow disagreement without demanding constant apology just to restore peace. Two people can see things differently without either one being the villain. Notice how you feel after apologizing. Relief or a lingering strange resentment? Relief usually means genuine repair. Resentment usually means unnecessary forced submission again. Trust that feeling. Your body often knows the truth before your mind. Reclaiming this pattern takes time, patience, and consistent practice, so stay gentle. You didn't create this dynamic, but you can finally help end it. Every time you withhold an unearned apology, you take back some power. One day, Emily simply stopped apologizing, and nothing around her actually collapsed. She realized peace never came from saying sorry, only from believing herself. Everything around her slowly grew quieter, clearer, calmer, and completely her own. If this feels familiar, know millions recognize this cycle and are healing. Awareness is the first real step towards reclaiming your own emotional autonomy. Real change starts quietly, one withheld unearned apology, one boundary at a time. You do not owe anyone comfort at the expense of your truth. Share this video with someone who apologizes far too often for nothing. Comment below if this pattern sounds like someone currently in your life. Tell us which line hit hardest. We genuinely want to hear it. Subscribe for more psychology breakdowns that help you understand manipulation and behavior. The day you stop needless apologies, manipulation finally starts losing its power.